Genesis chapter 1, beginning at verse 9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. We continue reading from The Creation, the Fall, and the Promise, with illustrations by Kelly Schumacher. God said, "Let there be plants and trees with fruit, and seeds to produce more trees and fruit." There were no seasons yet, and so the grass and flowers and fruit trees grew as God had commanded. These were good in the sight of God. This was Tuesday. On this day of creation, we think about the seeds God planted and produced to be eaten. God plants and waters seeds of faith in us through His Word, so that we will produce fruits of love for our family and friends, at church, in school, at home, and in our chores. God knew that one day one of the trees He created would be cut down and made into a cross. His Son, Jesus, would have to die on that piece of wood because of our sins. He would be buried in the earth and raised to life, like a flower after the cold dead of winter. This day of creation also reminds us of a verse from a hymn, O come, Emmanuel, which was written a long time ago about Jesus. We sing it at Christmas time. One of the verses describes Jesus as being the branch from the royal family tree of Jesse, the father of King David, who will free us from the devil and save us from the grave.